Evolution is often seen as a relentless force, always pushing life forward, always changing. But what if that story is incomplete? What if at times the great engine of evolution simply stopped? Imagine vast stretches of Earth's history where the clock of change fell silent, not for generations but for millions of years. Today, we'll journey into these silent epochs, moments when life paused, the planet conspired against change, and evolution ground to a halt. We'll uncover why these great stagnations happened, from a world starved of air to an Earth encased in ice. And we'll discover what happens when evolution finally, explosively awakens once more. We picture evolution as a steady climb, a ladder of progress, from simple to complex. But the fossil record tells a different story. Long periods of stability, interrupted by sudden bursts of change. Life often rests on vast landings, epochs where adaptation slows and the engine of natural selection idles. When a species fits its environment perfectly, evolution can pause. The genetic code becomes a static archive, faithfully copied with little change. This is stabilizing selection. Outliers are weeded out and the winning formula is preserved. But this stability is fragile. When the world changes, the pause can become a trap. Evolution isn't a tireless marathon runner, it's a patient opportunist waiting for the next challenge or catastrophe. It can halt, slow, or freeze in time, conserving energy until a new opportunity or disaster arrives. Then the engine roars back to life, reshaping the planet in an instant. The story of life is not a smooth ascent, but a staircase of stillness and sudden leaps. Our story begins in the deep past, after Earth cooled and life first appeared. But instead of rapid change, the planet entered a billion-year pause. Life remained almost frozen in its simplest form. For over a third of Earth's history, single-celled organisms ruled, bacteria and archaea, forming vast mats in shallow seas. Generation after generation, they replicated, but did not fundamentally change. The leap to complex multicellular life simply didn't happen. The world was stuck. Oceans filled with microbial soup, continents barren, air unbreathable. This was the boring billion, a planetary-scale pause in evolution. Why? These microbes were perfectly adapted to their stable, harsh world. There was no pressure to become bigger or more complex. The raw materials for complexity were locked away, waiting. For 1.5 billion years, Earth waited, holding its breath for a shift in chemistry that would unlock the next act. The stage was set, but the play of complex life had not yet begun. The missing key was oxygen. On early Earth, it was rare and toxic. Cyanobacteria changed everything, releasing oxygen through photosynthesis. The Great Oxidation Event killed off most anaerobic life but didn't spark complexity. For another 1 billion years, oxygen levels stayed low. Enough to kill, not enough to fuel complex life. Multicellular organisms couldn't get the energy they needed. Evolution was trapped in a low-power world. The planet's chemistry kept oxygen scarce, absorbing it into rocks and oceans. Life was stuck between two worlds. The old anaerobic era was gone, but the new aerobic world hadn't arrived. Only when these oxygen sinks filled up could the gas accumulate, finally providing the spark for complexity. Evolution waited, held in check by the slow rusting of the Earth. Just as life was poised for complexity, Earth froze. Completely. Snowball Earth. A global ice age sealed the planet in ice up to 1 kilometer thick. Oceans were cut off from sunlight, photosynthesis halted. Life retreated to a few refuges, deep-sea vents, thin equatorial ice, or meltwater pools. Evolution slowed to a crawl. Survival, not innovation, was the only goal. Genetic diversity was squeezed through a narrow bottleneck. When the ice finally melted, nutrient-rich waters flooded the oceans. The survivors emerged into a world ripe with opportunity. The Great Freeze, which paused evolution, set the stage for its most spectacular act. The explosion of complex multicellular animals was about to begin. Sometimes evolution's pause is personal, affecting a single lineage. Living fossils like the horseshoe crab, coelacanth, and nautilus have barely changed for hundreds of millions of years. Their ancient designs were perfected early and needed no improvement. Horseshoe crabs predate dinosaurs. Coelacanths survived mass extinctions. Nautiluses outlasted their ammonite cousins. These creatures found stable niches where change was unnecessary, even detrimental. They are not failures, but supreme successes, masters of consistency. Their environment stayed the same, so did they. Evolution, for them, simply stopped. Evolution slows or stops when survival is easy. Natural selection needs struggle, predators, scarcity, competition. Remove these pressures and the engine stalls. On isolated islands or in stable environments, species may stop changing. Stabilizing selection takes over, traits cluster around a successful average. The species achieves perfect adaptation, and the drive for further evolution vanishes. But this pause is risky. When change comes, these species are vulnerable. Their paradise can become a trap, leading to sudden extinction. The very conditions that allow evolution to pause can also spell disaster. Nowhere embodies evolutionary pause like the deep ocean. It's the largest, most stable habitat on Earth, unchanging, dark, and cold. Here, time slows. The environment today is much like it was millions of years ago. Many living fossils persist. The coelacanth, frilled shark, vampire squid. These creatures are perfectly adapted to extreme conditions, with slow metabolisms and long lifespans. The deep sea is a refuge from the chaos above, a museum of life's distant past. Ancient lineages survive, sheltered from mass extinctions and climate shifts. When the environment is constant, evolution can pause, preserving snapshots of ancient life. The deep ocean is a living time capsule where the past still breathes. After billions of years of pause, something extraordinary happened. The Cambrian explosion. In a geological instant, oceans erupted with new, complex life forms, creatures with shells, legs, eyes, and specialized organs. Almost all modern animal groups trace their roots to this event. What triggered it? A perfect storm rising oxygen, nutrient-rich seas, and the evolution of predation. An evolutionary arms race began: defense, attack, and rapid diversification. The Cambrian explosion proves evolution can lie dormant, then accelerate with breathtaking speed. The genetic toolkit for complexity was waiting, unleashed by the right conditions. The world was never the same. The age of animals had begun. The pause was over and life's creativity exploded. Evolutionary pauses seem peaceful, but they hide a deep fragility. When evolution stops, species become hyper-specialized, perfect for today, unprepared for tomorrow. Genetic diversity declines. The population becomes a monoculture of vulnerability. Living fossils like the coelacanth and nautilus are now endangered, unable to adapt to rapid change. Human activity is altering the world faster than slow-evolving species can cope. An evolutionary pause is a gamble that the environment won't change, but it always does. The longer the pause, the more catastrophic the awakening when change comes. A long peace makes for a fragile kingdom. In evolution, stillness is always temporary and often dangerous. Today, humanity is changing the planet faster than evolution can keep up. Our impact, deforestation, climate change, pollution, is happening in decades, not millennia. Many species can't adapt quickly enough. The result is extinction, not evolution. We're fragmenting habitats, isolating populations, and erasing genetic diversity. This isn't creative destruction, it's simply destruction. We're pruning the tree of life, freezing evolution by wiping out species before they can adapt. The future may favor only those who can live in our shadow pigeons, rats, cockroaches. We risk replacing the wild experiment of evolution with a far duller version of our own making. Life's story is not constant motion, but a rhythm of silence and awakening. From the boring billion to snowball Earth, evolution has paused, waiting for its moment. These pauses are not endings, but resting phases, the quiet before the storm. The genetic code preserves potential, waiting for the right trigger. When conditions change, the awakening is swift and spectacular, like the Cambrian explosion. The longer the silence, the more dramatic the revolution. Even as we cause a pause, life's potential endures. In the deep ocean, in the soil, in resilient microbes. Evolution is not dead, it is merely sleeping. We cannot predict the next awakening, but it will come. Evolution waits, a patient giant, ready to change when the world demands it. Evolution isn't a straight line. It's a force that breathes, pauses, and waits. It pools into stillness for ages, then erupts in creative fury. These pauses are not failures, but essential parts of life's story. When evolution wakes, the world is transformed. If this journey changed how you see life, like, subscribe, and share. Because even time itself can stand still, waiting for the signal to begin again.